All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Target Talk. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Justin. I got Mike.
What up?
And for the very first time, we have a chef on the show. Chef Benjamin is in the studio with us tonight, man. How are you doing?
Oh, my God, man. I am all over the web like a tarantula. I am just on everybody's podcast. I'm on TV, collaborating with everybody right now. I probably not had maybe a whole day to myself in about, 3 months. That's how real it is right now.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all, man.
You've been busy. I've been seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been working hard.
Nah, for real, bro. Like, non-stop. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. So, I appreciate y'all just having me here tonight. And, hey, man, let's make it happen.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
For sure. Well, I always start off with this question. It could go one or two ways, depending on yourself. If someone doesn't know by now, who is Chef Benjamin?
Oh, man. If they don't know by now, who is Chef Benjamin, man? Chef Benjamin is one of the hottest chefs out here in the DFW. I am collaborating with everybody. I'm on freaking everybody's events that they got going on out here. Man, Chef Benjamin just he just a chef, man, that's working hard out here building his brand up, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you got something of your own coming up, man. October
Woo!
25th.
Man, October 25th, man, we got the Chef Benjamin Mobile Food Truck Grand Opening Experience coming out. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, man, this is a Target Talk exclusive right now, okay?
Okay.
Listen,
We got one of the most over-the-top food truck grand openings that's probably about to hit the city, man. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like it, dude. I got pyro. I got a marching band.
Okay.
We got the radio stations out there. I got the top food influencers. I even got some celebrities coming through.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, that's
sir.
gonna be an event to go to.
Man,
Yeah.
oh, I know y'all coming out, too, man.
Of course.
We in there.
We
in
will be there.
Oh, I appreciate it. We might do a live podcast out there.
Hey.
That's an idea right
I'm
there.
down for
For
it.
Let's
sure.
do it.
I'm down.
For sure.
So you cook for a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
Who's some of the people you cook for?
Man, oh my goodness. How much time we got on this? Man, really everybody, man, from like just starting like the biggest of the biggest, right? Man, we just did Rick Ross last weekend. We had him, Fat Joe, Keisha Cole, Jeremiah. I think like the week, maybe like 2 weeks before that, we actually did Chris Brown.
Wow.
So that was a huge one right there, man. Like I'm a big supporter of Chris and love what he got going on. So to be able to add that to my resume, that was huge. Oh man, Soldier Boy, Key Glock, Tiana Taylor.
I can't forget Tiana Taylor, man. She was probably my most favorite person.
Man, even yesterday, Funny Salesman. Hey man, he doing his thing out there too. Oh man, everybody. Bobby Lashley from WWE. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins from WWE.
Yeah.
Man, Ezekiel Elliott. Man, we actually did Mark Cuban one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And man, the list just go on and on, man. Like I don't know how it's happening, bro, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It's working.
Who was the first celebrity that you cooked for?
Man, first celebrity, man, I cook for. Oh man, probably got to go back to like 2021, I think. Man, no, we actually had Trap Boy Freddy out here in Dallas, man. So he was like one of my first like big like rappers like that I got the chance to cook for out here. After that, man, I think after Trap Boy Freddy, man, I think we did man, I know Earl Spence Jr. He was one of my clients like in the early days, so I got a chance to cook for him. Believe it or not, man, I might get some shade for this one, and man, this really might go viral, but even though he's no longer with us in Dallas, Michael Parsons.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, I don't know how everybody feel watching that right now, but
That hurt.
It hurts.
go Cowboys. But yeah, man, Michael Parsons, he was real cool. And then I think one like my first like major, especially like out here in Dallas, man, it definitely had to be Dez Bryant.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was huge, man. Like I always been like a big fan of the Cowboys and, just watching them, throughout different eras. So man, to cook for Dez, especially like at that time when I was like kind of like coming up and building the brand, dude, that was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it to the beginning.
Yes, sir.
When did you fall in love with cooking?
Man, when I fall in love with cooking, man, it all started when I was about like 16 years old.
Okay.
When I was 16, man, so my very first job I ever had, I was actually working at McDonald's, right? And I know every time I tell the story, people be like, well, dang, like, how did McDonald's make you fall in love with food? Believe it or not, McDonald's taught me like so many core values, right? Everything from hospitality, man, learning how to treat people, learning how to just like understand the business side of the restaurant business, right? So man, I'm 16 years old, man. I'm a small town kid from Montgomery, Alabama, right? So like to learn that at an early age, you know, and to like still imply it, you know, even in today's time, you know, even at 33. You know, I never lost like the passion for culinary, and like man, even to this day, man, like I still wake up every day and just be like, we still got to grind, we still got to go harder. So you know, to do it for this many years and still keep that, you know, one, that consistency, you know, two, still being relevant with everything, and then three, just love what I get to do every day, man. Like I tell people all the time, like it just don't feel like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just love it, man.
That's great, man.
So what was your favorite thing to make at McDonald's? While you were
That's a good question, though. That's a good question. So, man, around that time, man, this is around the time, believe it or not, when the McDouble like kind of first hit the menu, believe it or not, right?
Okay.
So like I was actually kind of part of that era when we like started seeing like a lot of the McDonald's menu items that are like real popular now. I saw them like when they first kind of like started coming out. So man, I think the McDouble. And of course, can't go wrong with the chicken nuggets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I might get some shade for being a chef. I might go to McDonald's tonight and get this tonight.
Hey,
Man. Oh, you know what?
Believe it or not, I am a huge fan of the McRib.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Listen, I'm a McRib truther.
Man,
I don't know what it is.
That's
I don't
my
know if you can
sandwich,
tell me
bro.
what it is because I know it ain't real meat, but
Nah,
like,
he ain't real.
Nah, you know, I would say what it is, but it might mess up a McDonald's sponsorship for me down the line.
yeah.
But, you know, until then, right?
Man, I don't know what they put up in that little frozen little brick patty that they call pork rib, whatever. But man, that barbecue sauce,
yes.
man,
Yes.
Something else, man.
I wish they had that year round.
Yeah, for sure.
I promise. Dude, I would be at McDonald's every freaking day if that was the case.
Well, you mentioned you're from Alabama.
Sir,
What's the culinary scene where you?
man, growing up, man, from where I'm from, back in Montgomery, man, it ain't nothing but southern eating down there, right? So man, soul food is like one of our like biggest things down there, right? So you know, of course, man, your fried chicken, man, your collard greens, man, your cornbread, sweet yams, stuff like that. So like that's really where I got like a lot of my more like traditional like southern, you know, cuisine like learning skills from, you know, being from the South, right? So man, when I came out here to Texas, you know, a couple years ago, and I was like, dang, like it's so hard for me to find like a good soul food restaurant that I really like.
Yeah.
Shoot, man, I be at home, man. I can, you know, look up some of my old grandma recipes or call my mom or something, be like, hey, how you make this dressing? Or you know what I'm saying? Like how you make this stuff like that? Like I grew up on, right? But you know, even to this day, believe it or not, back in Montgomery, man, dude, the food scene is it's not what everybody think it is. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
like you gotta know some hidden gems out there because everything's so commercialized now, dude. All you really see is just like fast food down there, you know. So it's different now.
Yeah.
It's different.
So you went from McDonald's, and then you end up at Olive Garden. Yeah.
Oh man, y'all did y'all research? Oh my god.
What was that like working at Olive Garden?
I kid y'all not, bro. That was one of my most favorite jobs that I ever worked at. I promise you, man. So when I got the chance to learn how to like, you know, boil the pastas and like even at that time, I'll be honest with y'all, dude, growing up, all we knew was like spaghetti noodles. All right. So when I'm in Olive Garden, bro, they talking about some pappardelle and this version of penne and bacatti, and I'm like, dude, what is the pasta? What the world? I had no clue it was that many different type of pastas, man. So like it blew my mind because like I was still young, right? And man, I stayed at Olive Garden for maybe like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, close to like 3 years. And man, when I tell you that was like my most like favorite job, because dude, I was learning how to, you know, Olive Garden was like my first like commercial style like industry kitchen at that point, right? So man, when I'm seeing like man the other like cooks up there, you know, putting all this stuff on the plate, making it look all nice and fancy, I'm like, dude, I gotta learn how to do this, right? So man, literally, I started at Olive Garden. I think it was like in production at like in the back making the sauces or whatever, right? So I learned that, and then they moved me up there like to the line. So man, I'm learning, you know, how to play. Man, I'm learning how to work like Expo and like all these different stations. So man, like Olive Garden, like really, I feel like Olive Garden like really helped me like learn like a lot of things like even like that I still get to use like to this day. So man, dude, if I can go back in time, man, I go back to Olive Garden for a little bit.
Yeah.
I had free pasta every day.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
those breadsticks too, huh? Man, those breadsticks.
Man, believe it or not, I actually took a case home one night.
Hey,
It's a hidden store.
A
I don't
case of
blame you.
breadsticks is crazy. you bring
I
some
took a
dipping
whole
sauce
case of
too?
breadstick, bro. I promise.
Oh man. So from growing up, McDonald's, Olive Garden, how did you end up in Hell's Kitchen working for Gordon Ramsay?
Ooh, man, when I tell you that right there was like almost doing like the impossible. It was so crazy, right? So by this point in my life, man, I got the chance to already, to work at like the Olive Gardens, the Bonefish Grills back home, in Alabama. And I think, around this time too, I already had did like the cruise ship industry, right?
Okay.
So man, I was just like, dude, if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be dedicated to culinary, I'm gonna go for the biggest of the biggest. I'm gonna go for the big dog. And man, in my field, you gotta think about it. It don't get no bigger than him.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? like, dude, like Gordon is like the Michael Jordan of what we get to do.
Yeah.
So man, I kid y'all not. I actually ended up leaving. I think I was in LA at the time. So I was in LA for maybe like 3 or 4 months, right? And man, back then, dude, this is when gas prices in LA was like $7-8, and a 1-bedroom apartment was like $2,000-3,000. And I was like, dude, like I'm going to work every day at this restaurant, literally just trying to survive. So man, I ended up leaving LA. And that's actually when I went to, that's when I went to Vegas. And I went to Vegas, hopes and dreams. That was it, man.
Yeah.
And I kid y'all not, I literally went to Hell's Kitchen. I went up there, y'all, every day for about 3 weeks. Every single day for about 3 weeks. I'm howling down. The hiring manager, I'm howling down, man. The executive chefs up in there. Literally, man, it would get to the point where I was like so eager, man, to get that job. Dude, I was calling up there every day. Believe it or not, I was even giving like fake names because like I knew they kept seeing the number.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, let me do like star 69 or something like to block the call ID or something like that. So crazy story. Man, at that time, I'm in my apartment that I had out there, right? And I kid y'all not, man, I was so close to like just leaving Vegas and I was gonna go back home to Alabama. Like I felt at that point I was just like, man, this is it, dude. Like it's sink or swim, Kid y'all not. I was having all them thoughts one day, and I checked my phone, man. I think this had to be maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon one day, right? And I looked, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, Hell's Kitchen. So I was like, all right, cool, dude. Picked up the phone, and I was like, hello? They're like, hi, is this Benjamin? And I was like, yeah, this is me. They're like, hey, this is, I forgot her name at the time. Man, it's been so many years now, but I think her name was like Jennifer or something like that. She was like one of the hiring managers. And she was like, hey, yeah, we can't help but notice that you've been coming up here every day and you've been submitting your email to HR every single day. You really want this job, don't you? And I was like, she need to be more professional. Like, I don't think y'all treat everybody else like this. But, hey, opportunity call, right?
Right.
So I had told her, I was like, yeah, yes, ma'am. Like I would just love this opportunity, like to finally work for Gordon in Hell's Kitchen. Like what do I need to do? What you guys need from me? So she actually had ended up telling me, she was like, they want to give you a cooking demo to see if you can really cook, right? And I was like, all right, cool. Like, there's no problem. Like, man, I only been doing this for, at this point, maybe like 7 or 8 years now, right? So they ended up giving me the chance to do the cooking demo, right? This is how I knew I kind of messed up at this point, right? So this is the first job that I ever had to do a cooking demo just to get the job. That's how intense Hell's Kitchen is, man.
Yeah.
Like they really want to see, like, you walk the walk and talk the talk up in there. So I end up getting the cooking demo. I go up there, right? Dude, I'm so freaking nervous. I'm talking about I'm sweating, man, like I just hopped out of a pool. That's what it felt like, right?
Yeah.
So believe it or not, my nerves got the best of me. I actually ended up failing the actual cooking demo, right? So what happened was I actually ended up overcooking the beef Wellington. And guess by how many degrees?
How many?
They said my beef Wellington was 5 degrees over the temperature that they wanted. I was like, bro, y'all just could have gave me that, man. Like, come on, y'all.
So I never forget, dude. I never forget, bro. I actually had told him at the end of the demo, I was like, "Well, y'all, thank y'all so much, for let me get the opportunity, at least just to try out for the job, right?"
I don't know what this lady saw up in me. Her name was she was an executive chef at the time. Her name was Jennifer Murphy. So this was Jennifer Murphy that was executive chef. So she actually ended up telling me when I was like walking out, she was like, "Benjamin, we'll stay in contact." And I was like, "What does that mean? Like when we like do this again, like in 2 minutes, or like what we got going on?" She was like, "Just stay tuned." I was like, "All right, cool." So dude, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks passed by. So dude, like I'm pretty much like still out of a job. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, the rent coming up, man, I gotta survive out there, right?
So literally, man, she actually ended up calling me back one day, and she was like, "Benjamin, can you come up here tomorrow by like 3:00? We'll let you do another cooking demo." She was like, "If you don't do it right this time, that's it. Don't call back up here. Don't submit no email, nothing." And I was like, "Damn, like, do I really want to work here? Cause like y'all are like real like unprofessional, like real just aggressive." But that's the culture, of culinary. So I ended up going back up there, right? Dude, when I tell y'all I freaking killed it the next time, dude, the B Wellington was spot on. They loved my plating, everything. They loved the energy and, the dedication that I had brought to doing that, right? Got the job right there on the spot.
Okay.
crazy, right?
Yeah. So are they throwing a thermometer in there right after you take the?
Yeah, man.
That's
I was like, bro,
crazy.
I was like, it got to rest for like a minute
cool
or
off.
two, right?
Let it cool
Like,
off a little bit.
tell me you don't want me to get the job without telling me you don't want me to get the job, basically.
Yeah.
So, man, that's what happened. That's like what happened.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You have any experiences with Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, man. So crazy story, right? So this around the time when Fox Network had just wrapped up season 19 of the actual show, right? So, man, I'm going to tell y'all.
I ain't never seen nobody in my lifetime, up until that point that had this type of like presence or aura, whatever you want to call it. Man, Gordon walked in the Hell's Kitchen that night, and I promise y'all, play by play, dude, the whole freaking restaurant stopped. Dude, it was so quiet up in there, a freaking pin could have dropped on that floor. You would have heard it. That's how strong this man presence is, dude. I kid you not, right?
So crazy story, man. I'm a go-getter, right? I'm gonna go after any opportunity that I know that, it's gonna better it or, this gonna give me a chance to finally meet Gordon in person, right? Dude, tell me why Gordon, bro, is like literally, I don't know, maybe it's as far as you are for me right now, right? So this is at the time where I'm on the blue team, so I'm over there making the beef Wellingtons and doing everything, right? Dude, Gordon's standing right there. And I'm like, dude, this gotta be my chance. Like this gonna be my shot to finally do this, right? So I see him and I was like, damn, do I say something or do I just like be an employee and just look crazy? And I was like, nah, man, let me go ahead and say something real quick. So he's standing right there and I said, "Mr. Ramsay." So he turned around, right? And I was like, damn, bro, I'm about to get fired, bro, for just doing that. Why did I just do that? So he ended up turning around and he looked at me and he was like, and I was like, yeah, fool, like you the only one named Ramsay, right? Like, dang. So he was like, "Oh, young man." Now, you got that deep, like, British accent, bro. He was like, "Young man, what's your name?" And I was like, I know he see this damn, like, name tag on me, right? But he was like, "Young man, what's your name?" And I was like, oh, shit, Benjamin. And he was like, I don't know, he got that, like, hand twitch thing or whatever, bro. He's like, "Benjamin, you're doing a great job. Keep it up." I was like, how you know I'm doing a good job, bro? Like, you ain't even see me cook yet. You know what I'm saying? But just that little magic moment, man, between like me and him, man, dude, that meant the freaking world to me at that point, right?
Yeah.
So literally, it was so crazy. Dude, I got so freaking nervous after that. I literally had to walk outside and like get some fresh air to catch my breath.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was starstruck, man.
Yeah.
Dude, like, this is Gordon Ramsay, man. I'm a small town kid from Alabama. Like, this is my culinary, look up to person. So it was so crazy though, right? Every time that he would come back into the restaurant though, man, Gordon would always shake my hand. He'll speak to me, ask me how I was doing, all that.
Okay.
Crazy.
At least he didn't cuss you out.
Yeah.
I did see it happen one time to somebody else though. And that ain't no pretty sight, man. He really be cussing like that. Yeah, tough guy.
That's dope though. I mean, like you said, that's like Jordan saying like, "Hey, you hooping over there?" I see.
Saying,
Yeah.
bro, like that touched me, man. When he said that, man, I was like,
Yeah.
he know me, like,
Yeah.
And see, it's so crazy.
Cause like I kind of feel like everything kind of came like full circle, believe it or not, though. Cause like just like man, I think that was maybe like a month ago. I actually ended up doing a cooking show on Amazon Prime with his daughter Tilly.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
That's fine.
Full circle moment, man.
Man.
You said cooking show on Amazon?
Yeah,
Is that out?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on Amazon Prime Video right
Okay.
now, man.
What's
It's
it called?
called Dish It Out.
This is it?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all gotta check it out, man. You gotta
Yeah.
check it out. You gotta see my little 45-second clip.
Hey, yeah.
It made the show.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what's
there you
up.
go, man. So, what made you move out here to Dallas?
Whew, man. I got to the point when I was in Vegas. I'm already in Vegas at this point for maybe like 2.5, 3 years at that point, right? And man, I got so tired of the lifestyle, believe it or not, right? I know that's a crazy thing to hear a young person say, but that's true. So man, the gambling, the partying every night, waking up and being sluggish from, freaking working an 8-hour shift at Hell's Kitchen, man, and going to a club and, having shots and just wilding out, man,
Yeah.
dude, it took so much, like, mental strain on me, and it took, like, a lot of physical strain on me, right? So, man, I just got to that point, I was like, man, you know what? It's time for a change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew if I wanted to go, like, to the next level, like, I had to sacrifice something. So, dude, like, I ended up quitting Hell's Kitchen. And literally, man, this is when I took the ultimate freaking risk of my life. Like, to this day, man, I bet it on myself. Because I always thought about it, right? I said, man, I could work at Bonefish, I could work at Olive Garden, I can work at, all these top-level restaurants, whatever, right? But I was like, man, what am I doing for myself? What am I doing to build my legacy, right? And I had thought about it. I said, dude, they hired me for my talent. And that's when I realized it. I said, dude, if I'm the talent, I can go anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it all just came like fully clear to me at that point. So man, I never forget. Actually came to Dallas December 31st, 2019, right? And I kid you not, man, I'm riding in the car, and this is my first time ever seeing the skyline.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that blew my freaking mind right there,
Yeah.
bro. They had it all lit up in the blue lights, and I saw the big downtown Dallas. And I was like, man, this gonna be it, right? I kid y'all not. Me and God had a full conversation in the car. And guess what he told me? He said, Benjamin, if I showed you what I got for you out here right now, you ain't gonna appreciate it as much as when I do give it to you. Dude, I've been out here for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Started my own company. Been popping up pretty much everywhere. Meeting all these people that I never thought I'd be able to meet. Going to these events I never thought I'd be able to be a part of. Dude, like, it's so crazy now, bro. Like, I go into Walmart now here, and they be like, Chef Ben, that's you? Like, oh, dang. Like, man, cool. Like, it's working out.
Yeah.
But, man, dude, turns out, man, taking the ultimate risk on my life and betting on myself, dude, that was the greatest thing that I ever did, coming out here to Dallas.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man.
So since being here, you launched the Chef Benjamin Experience, doing private dinners. How did you end up starting that?
Man, so believe it or not, when I first came out here, right, I actually had a job offer at the Hilton in downtown Dallas to be the executive chef, right? Dude, I took the job. The pandemic hit maybe like
2 weeks after all this.
Oh, no.
So man, you gotta think about it, man. Around this time, dude, I'm freaking going through the homeless phase. I didn't have a chance to even get an apartment yet, right? Dude, I went through that. Man, I'm going through just like every bit of bad luck that you could think that happened during the pandemic. Now, of course, in my head, that's when I thought I was going through a bad thing. Turns out I really wasn't, right? So when we had to shut down the restaurant, man, it was literally either me go back to Alabama again, figure life out, try this again, or I stay out here and I just keep building myself up no matter what came my way. And that's the option that I had took, right? Man, I actually had to go work at Amazon. I had to go work at one of the distribution center, man.
Oh,
I
man.
did that for 6 days. I promise y'all. I did it for 6 days only, man. My last night there, man, I don't know y'all familiar with Amazon or whatever, but like, you know how they give like I think it's like the blue vest or like the yellow safety vest or whatever. Dude, I'm up there one night, man, this may be like 11 o'clock at night. Man, I'm scanning like the little boxes and I'm seeing, everybody with they order and stuff. And I was like, man, this ain't it for me no more. I can't do this no more. Dude, I took that yellow vest off. Man, I left everything, you know what I'm saying, just like on the little table or whatnot. Walked out. So by this point,
You know, I already kind of had like saved up, like to give me like a little hotel room and stuff like that, right? Dude, this the same night where I had made my my Instagram food page, right? I kid you not, man. The first couple of days, I think I only had maybe like 10 to 15 followers, right? Kid y'all not. I had actually ended up making my pineapple boat dish. I don't know what happened with the algorithm that night. I don't know what Instagram had going on. Dude, I posted it. The next day, I wake up, Instagram just blowing up. People hit me up. Man, where you at? I pay for this. I buy that. That look good. Like where you located? And I was like, oh dang, wait a minute. Bro, this might be the opportunity I've been waiting on, right?
Kid y'all not, man. I probably took my last, I think I took my last maybe like $400 or $500. I invested it, everything, bro. This is all the money that I had left.
Yeah.
I invested that money and I went to I went to Sam's. I went to Sam's at the time. Dude, I probably bought maybe like 3 or 4 cases of pineapple, bought like 20 pounds of rice, man, bought a whole bunch of chicken breast, some shrimp, all that stuff, made my own little sauce. After that, dude, I just started selling pineapple boats left and right. It got so bad, right, dude, that I literally had got to the point where people were just like calling constantly, every single day. So, dude, I'm selling pineapple boats from like, I don't know, freaking 8 o'clock in the morning to like 1 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, the next morning. That's how crazy it got. I think total, man, I think like the first 3 months, dude, I probably sold, man, maybe like 12 to 1,300 pineapple boats.
Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
So, yeah, I need to give me a tattoo of a pineapple.
Yeah, for real.
Question is, you still making the pineapple boats though?
Man, you know what? That's the excitement of what we get to do with the food truck grand opening,
Okay.
man, in about 2 more weeks, right? So literally, that was when I was developing the menu for the food truck. I said, you know what? It's only right that I do the grand opening in Dallas where everything started, and I said it's only right that I put the pineapple boats back up on there. So man, like just the hype that we done seen in the past couple of weeks from just promoting the event. Dude, everybody just be like, man, about time you bring it back, about time.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you know, I had to get the food truck first, right? So, man, we excited for that, man. That's gonna be a big hit, and man, y'all gotta try y'all one, man.
Listen,
We got the chicken and shrimp version, we got the steak and shrimp version.
I might need one of everything on that menu.
I got
it.
at this
Yeah.
point.
I tell you what you're gonna really like though, them Hennessy and honey wings.
I've been
That's what I
hearing
wanna
all
try.
about them
sir.
wings.
That's what I
Yes,
want
sir.
to try.
Them the only wings, man, that you can eat and drink at the same time.
Yeah,
No ideas required.
yeah.
I
Try
got you.
that, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we got
for
them.
sure.
So you went from selling pineapple boats outside the house to doing dinners inside of other people's houses, man.
Oh man,
I know
this
you
the part
had.
I've been waiting on.
I know you had some wild experiences, man.
Here go the viral part.
What's the craziest request that you've had?
The craziest requests, man. Honestly, I'm gonna probably go crazy request probably had to be kind of in recent times with the egg lady.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna call her the egg lady, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna call her the egg lady, right?
Okay.
So I'm doing a brunch, right? All women brunch, and anytime I gotta do an all women brunch, I know it's about to be epic. I know it's about to be unparalleled, stupendous, whichever supercalifragilisticexpialidocious word you want to use. That's how I know it's gonna be wild, right?
So I'm doing a brunch, right? And these are like kind of like mid-age, kind of older women, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, dude, I'm up. Yeah, you right. Yeah, I know where the story going. So, man, I'm up in there, right? I'm in the kitchen, man. I'm doing my thing. So, you know, brunch, you know, mimosa is like they go to. You know, they drink their mimosas. It's turn up time.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm over there in the kitchen, right? This lady walk up to me. Dog, she done had maybe like 4 or 5 mimosas at this point. So she's feeling good. I'm just as sober can be, right? Dude, she walked up to me. She was like, Chef. I was like, you know, I'd be respectful. You know, I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, don't call me ma'am. I was like, wait a minute. So she was like, I want some eggs. And I was like, well, what kind of eggs you want? Like, I started naming every kind of egg I knew how to cook, man. Poached egg, you want a sunny side up, you want it scrambled, I don't know, whatever you want. Guess what she told me? She said, I don't want my eggs like that. I said, so I'm nervous as hell, bro. I was like, well, what kind? I'm stuttering and everything. I'm like, what kind of eggs you want? She said, I want my eggs fertilized.
Hey,
That's
yo.
crazy.
Crazy Craziest request for an egg I never heard in my life.
Oh,
So like, what's your response to that? Like,
Man.
you just keep scrambling the eggs, or you just,
Nah, you know what? I still remember that brunch, man, vividly, man. Believe it or not, dog. So I actually ended up scrambling the eggs, but the phone call that I got later on that night, yeah, those were gonna be some more scrambled eggs that were gonna be fertilized.
okay.
I got a very loyal and dedicated clientele base, right? Turns out, hidden story, right? Hidden story.
Yeah,
You wouldn't believe this. She was a real nice lady. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
She was a real nice lady.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But
had to follow up.
Yeah, had to follow up. Now I will tell you about this other story though. Now this is the one I really gotta tell you about.
Okay.
This the purple robe lady.
Okay.
Man, I know what you're thinking. It sounds like a whole like superhero movie full of these characters, right? The egg lady, the purple robe lady, right?
This was my craziest dinner to date. Like, no dinner event has ever topped this one, right? So I kid y'all not, man. This lady, she ended up booking me to do a private dinner, right? So around this time, like, I really wasn't doing, like, solo private dinners. Like, it was either, like, 2 people or more, right? So, man, this lady ended up booking me to go do her dinner, right? Dude, I get up over there, man, I'm thinking everything gonna be normal. Dude, big house, got a Benz out there in the driveway, Range Rover car. I'm like, dang, this is nice. Like, she's got to be doing very well in life, right? So I go up there, I knock on the door, and I was like, hey, I'm Chef Benjamin. Like, I'm your chef for the night to come and cook for you. Dude, lady, open up the door. Purple velvet robe, Victoria's Secrets catalog. Trying to tell you. Okay. Best of the best, right? Man, it got so crazy after that. So she welcomed me in. I go in, whatever, man. I bring out my pots, pans, the food and everything, right? So she ended up telling me, she was like, oh, well, Chef, I'm about to go upstairs and change real quick. And I was like, oh, all right, cool, go do your thing. I ain't think nothing about it, man. But I'm peeping the scenery, right? Dude, she got candles lit, and you ever been in a woman's house and it smell real good. Like, you just smell like that, just like aroma or whatever. So I'm like, man, her house is clean, man. So I go over there in the kitchen. I'm over there cooking, doing my thing, right? About 15 minutes later, she comes back downstairs. I'm thinking that she actually changed into something else. She still got on the purple velvet robe. So I'm like, all right, strike number 2. Here we go. Cool. So she get to the table, and I had told her, I was like, you ready to do the dinner experience? She's like, yeah, I'm ready. Cool, right? So her appetizer, she actually had a deep fried king crab leg, right? So, dude, she at the table, man. She taking the crab leg. She just putting it all in her mouth, back and forth. And I'm like, oh, my God, this lady did not book me for no food tonight, right? It's a crazy story, right? We get to entrees, man. She over there, oh, this is the best steak I ever had. It's just so tender. Like she giving me the hints, bro. She's like, oh, it's so tender and juicy and moist. I was like, well, damn, sound like something else I know. All right, cool. So she ended up eating the entree, then we get to dessert, right? So for dessert, man, she actually had a cheesecake, right? I had like some strawberries on there and like some whipped cream and everything. Dude, this lady eating this cheesecake, bro, like a 3-year-old at Chuck E. Cheese, bro. Dude, she whipping the whipped cream all in her mouth. Like, bro, every sign, there was no red light involved in this situation whatsoever, right? So we get to the end of the dinner, right? So she ends up telling me, she was like, Chef, thank you so much for doing this for me tonight. I really appreciate it. I was like, yeah, no problem. So I get ready to go and walk out the door, right? So as soon as I get to the door, man, I turn the knob, and she was like, Chef, do you have to go? I was like, do I gotta go? I was like, I don't live here. I gotta go home later. I'm tired. So she was like, oh, well, Chef, I got a question. I was like, well, yes, ma'am. What's the question? She said, what about dessert tonight? I said, what about dessert tonight? I was like, you just had a cheesecake over there. Dude, this is like the ultimate plot twist, bro. She ends up telling me, she was like, I ain't talking about that dessert. So I'm like, you ever seen the movies where, like, something epic finna happen and, like, the movie, like, slow down? That's exactly what happened. So she was like, oh, I ain't talking about that dessert. I said, well, what dessert you talking about? She said, I'm talking about this dessert. I said, oh, dang. All I saw was goodness. That's all I can tell anybody in that situation, right? So I know what y'all thinking, right? I know what everybody thinks. Everybody watching this video, I know what you guys thinking. Chef, what did you do, right? Did you do the right thing, or did you keep it professional? You want to know what I did?
What'd you do, man?
Turns out, the next day, I did not know that this lady was one hell of a damn breakfast cook. Best damn scrambled eggs and bacon and sausage I ever had in my life.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
And that's what happened.
you had to see. She had to return the favor of the cooking.
She returned the favor.
Yeah.
See, that's when I learned that sharing was caring.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
That's all what it is. That's all what it is. Taught me a valuable lesson to this day.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
my gosh.
Nice lady. Still book me to this day, too.
Okay, y'all still.
Events only, though.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No more private.
No more private. No more solo private.
No more breakfast the next day, huh?
I mean, so you kind of play into it too, you know. I mean, I've seen some things you've been doing to salmon.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Hey, that be getting wild right there. They be loving it.
I'm like, man, you got to peel the skin off like that, like some draws.
The women love it though.
The
man,
women
bro.
love it for sure.
I got so many stories about that, dude. I've literally had events where it could be 30, 40 women, and dude, I can put a freaking piece of salmon, man, in front of them and skin it off.
Yeah.
Dude, I had one lady at one event, bro. She ended up throwing her bra on top of the salmon.
Bro, what?
I was like, bro, I'm like the
Take
Chris
this
Brown
off,
of like culinary at this point, right? Like it's going down.
Basically, man.
Bro, like, they love it.
I mean, you got to peel the skin off anyway.
That's
You
what I'm
might
saying.
as well make it
Might as well,
entertaining.
yeah, gotta show that
sure.
sexiness and that you know what I'm saying, what they want to see. So hey, I tell everybody, I ain't even in culinary art sometimes. Sometimes I call it culinary entertainment.
Yeah. That's the Chef Benjamin experience, right
That's
there.
Yeah. All right. How about your clients who aren't throwing bras at you?
Yeah.
Have you ever had one who thought they could cook better than you?
Oh man, yeah, man, dang, that was a wild story. So I actually ended up doing an event, man. This was maybe like 2020, late 2022, early 2023. So I actually had this girl that was apparently she was a chef that was like at the event. Like I didn't even know this lady, right? So man, I got all the food, all nice and set up on the buffet and everything. Every other person in there, dude, they enjoyed all the food. They were like, oh, this was so good. This was some of the best food I ever had. So I think she felt salty. Like out of all the seasons in the world, she felt salty. And I was just like, all right, cool. So she had ended up telling me, like, when I was getting ready to go, she was like, oh, I don't know if they told you or not, but I'm a chef too. And I was like, shit, you and a million other people that's, what I'm saying, that I see all the time, right? So she was just like, well, yeah, if they would have booked me, I would have did it like this. I would have did it like that. So I was just like, you feeling real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of this conversation to even tell me, right? So I just ended up telling her, man, I was like, well, let me ask you a question. Why they didn't book you? And she was like, oh, because I ain't want to do it. Nah, you wanted to do it, because if that was the case, me and you wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So, man, she just made a big deal all about it, and it was so crazy. The couple that actually had ended up booking me, right, they ended up texting me, like, the next day, because, like, they kind of, they overheard, the conversation me and her was having, and they were like, Chef, she just a hater. Her food nasty. Hey, man, beggars can't be choosers, right?
That's right.
That's why they ain't book her.
Exactly. Chef Benjamin got booked, though.
Yeah. Are there any type of clients that be stressing you out while you in there cooking?
They be stressing me out while I be cooking.
Yeah.
Probably, oh man, I ain't gonna really say like be stressing me out. Now I do have some of them sometimes, especially like now, cause like they'll kind of see what like everything, like what like my like kind of like social media stats, all that stuff and got to now. Dude, I've literally had a lady freak out one time at a private dinner with her husband because I was there. And like, bro, when I tell you I'm cooking, I'm trying to get the food and everything prepped up and ready. Dude, every 3 seconds, man, this lady got her phone out. Chef Benjamin at my house, y'all. Chef Benjamin at my house, y'all. I was like, oh my God. So it was so hard for me to kind of like stay in character at that point because I was just like, all right, man, like, do I tell her, like, can you just like wait till I kind of get done? Like, I'm going to take pictures and videos with you and all that stuff, right? Dude, every single time I would like bring a plate to the table, dude, she'll have the phone. Chef Benjamin right there. Y'all see him? He in my house. He cooking. I was like, oh my God, like, I gotta get the hell up out of here. So it was cool though, man. Like, you know, at the end of the night, you know, I made sure like I took pictures and videos with her. And then it was so funny because her husband ended up telling me he was like, Chef, she just a big fan of yours, man. She just so excited. And I was like, you know, I do understand. But I was like, hey man, next time just kind of, you know, tell her to like tone it down just a little bit. Like I'm still a human at the end of the day. But man, she was just excited, man. So it just what come with it these days now, you know. So I enjoy it. It don't bother me no more.
Right.
Well, between doing the private dinners,
Yes, sir.
between the celebrities, what's the best feedback you've gotten on your food?
Man, the best feedback I done got on my food, man. Best feedback. Oh man, I probably gotta go. Man, the one that stick out the most probably gotta be what Tiana Taylor had said. Yeah.
Okay.
So we actually ended up cooking for Tiana Taylor when she came in town. Maybe like a month and a half ago, somewhere in that area. And turns out, dude, I actually ended up texting her team, and I was like, man, like, did she love the food? Like, how was it? And they were like, Tiana Taylor loved it. And they were like, every time she come back to Dallas, you the only one that can cook for her.
Wow.
So yeah, that one kind of hit me like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dang, like, that's Tiana Taylor, man. Like,
Yeah.
She's huge, you know what I'm saying? So that one kind of stuck out to me the most. But I mean, other than that, honestly, man, just, you know, just like when anybody kind of just tell me that, you know, like any client or, you know, just customers or whatever, they'll just be like, man, this some of the best food. Like, man, we just like thoroughly enjoyed it. So like that just let me know like I'm staying on top of my grind and, you know what I'm saying, still, you know, keeping that quality of the product, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like a lot of chefs will do that, right? They'll get so big and, like, they'll start losing that, like, mindset of just, okay, I still need my product to be just like how everybody remember it, like, a lot of the times, right? So, like, for me, like, to, like, never really, like, lose focus of, like, keeping that quality and, you know, just making sure that every single time I'm putting in every single effort and I ain't making no shortcuts with any other dishes. So, man, you know, when you get good feedback from your customer, man, they love your food. Yeah. Hey, man, that's about as a warm feeling as your mom giving you a hug.
Yeah. What'd you end up making for Tiana?
Man, what we did? Oh, we did the Cajun lemon cream salmon penne pasta. I remember that. The Caribbean jerk lamb chops. We did, man, what else it was? The Hennessy and honey wings. I remember that. And we did the deep fried peach cobbler egg rolls. Yeah, we got them on the food truck too.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds serious.
That's a nice late night snack right there, by the way, too, you know. So
So let's talk about the food truck. Let's talk a little bit more about it. Yes, October 25th.
October 25th, man.
Man, what can the people expect?
Man, epicness, a mini version of WrestleMania, so to say.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just playing.
But nah, man, I think you know what we're gonna be launching with the food truck is it's gonna be real innovative. It's gonna be something real different compared to like a lot of other food trucks. You know that people probably seen. You know, not just even out here, you know, in Dallas, but man, throughout the whole states, you know, in general. So this is actually gonna be one of the first upscale culinary cuisine food trucks in the DFW. We did a lot of research, you know what I'm saying, to be able to tell y'all that on camera today, by the way. Dude, like, just, like, the creativity of the menu. Like, I don't know any other food truck y'all can go to and literally, man, get y'all some lamb chops with shrimp fried rice at, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? Hennessy and honey wings, the peach cobbler egg rolls, you know, just, like, a lot of those type of, like, creative menu items. Dude, like, you can't find it nowhere else. Like, that's the Chef Benjamin experience, you know. But even just like on what we planning on doing at the grand opening, dude, when I tell you it's gonna be something you don't want to miss, man. That's all I can really tell you right now. But I still go into detail, man. Dude, I got freaking pyro. Dude, I got the marching bands out there. Dude, we got live podcast people that's gonna be out there. Some of the top influencers in the city. Some of my celebrity clientele gonna come out. Man, it's just gonna be epic, man. It's just gonna be epic.
Sounds like it's about to be crazy.
It is,
Sure,
man. I don't even want to ruin some of the surprises right now, but it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, yeah.
So what on your menu are you most excited for the people to try?
Man, most excited, honestly, I gotta go with the return of the pineapple boats.
Okay.
I think that's been like the number one requested menu item that we've seen, you know what I'm saying, like the past like couple of years now. So, you know, it was so crazy when I actually had ended up debuting the actual food truck idea, you know, to the public. That was the first thing they were saying. They were like, man, I could finally pull up and get a pineapple boat from the food truck. That was the first thing that I actually ended up putting on the actual menu, right? So, man, the pineapple boat, you know, it's always going to be a part of me regardless, you know. So that's the dish that really helped me elevate to where I am now. That was the dish what I started with. That's why I really kind of got, you know, started getting known for out here, you know, in Dallas. So, man, to have that on my first food truck, man, and just to be able to have the people, you know, that's been supporting it since the early days, I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
This is almost like bringing the McRib back.
Yeah.
It's almost what it's like.
Let's go McRib, man.
That's my version of the McRib.
Yeah. I'll take those before
Yes, sir.
McRib.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Well, what's the location, man?
Man, absolutely.
So, man, October 25th, man, from 12 to 6 p.m. Make sure y'all pull up the headquarters parking lot. That's 2443 Walnut Hill Lane in Dallas, Texas.
Whew, man. Make sure you get there early, too. Actually, I had ended up posting about that last night. I told everybody early arrival is highly suggested.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, right now, dude, we are probably expecting maybe between 300 to 400 plus people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how
man.
crazy it is.
And that's just right now. It ain't.
Yeah,
we still got
that
a couple weeks.
Yeah,
so.
that's just right now. and like that's just from what I see, like you know,
Yeah.
like with you know, with my social media pages.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I think total, I think this was just like maybe last week or the week before last. Actually, I ended up posting the flyer. Dude, that thing got shared over maybe like 300 times.
Yeah. And the way you moving, I know you still got more moves to make. You about to get a couple more hundred by then.
About to be
at
packed
least.
out there.
Yeah.
About to be packed. So I think I did the smartest thing with the location being at headquarters. So I actually got a commercial kitchen, man, in Dallas. That's like 10 minutes away. So we start to sell out of anything, we got backups.
Okay.
Everybody gonna get fed on the 25th.
Hey, so you ready? You ready? So
You ready,
I'm
bro?
even
ready.
if
I'm
you pull up
ready,
and
dog.
you see the line around the block, don't worry, you gonna eat still.
Man.
You gonna get a pineapple boat.
Yeah,
You
they gonna get
your
the
wings.
pineapple boats.
Yeah.
They gonna get them pineapple boats.
Yeah.
We ready, man. You know, it's a huge accomplishment, man, and it actually be so crazy because I'll call like my family back home in like Montgomery, like my mom or like my sister or brother, and like I talk to them all the time, and it'll be so crazy, like they just so excited, you know, because believe it or not, I'm actually like the first entrepreneur in like my entire family.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know they proud.
Yeah. So like even going back to my grandparents, dude, like nobody ever tapped into entrepreneurship. So for me to be the first in my family to do something like that, and you know, man, of course to have this food truck grand opening lunch. I mean, dude, this is 33 years of my life, man. Y'all about to see in one day.
Yeah. That's dope.
That's exciting, bro.
I'm excited, man.
So, what made you decide to take that leap into starting your own food truck?
Yeah, man, I think it started getting to the point where I was doing like so many private dinners, right? And you know, of course, this is around the time too where you know social media, you know, is kind of starting to rise up and blow up, and I would always like go back and like look at my comments or like my DM messages and stuff, and you know, to see like the more like general public, you know what I'm saying, like customers or whatever, right? They would just be like, well, man, that's cool, man. You know, you doing these private dinners and cooking for these celebrities, but like, what are you doing for us that's supporting you online that can't book you for these, you know, thousands of dollars, you know, events or whatever, right? And man, I was just at home, maybe about like 6 months ago, yeah, because I've been doing the process for about like 6 months with this food truck, right? Man, I'm at home one night, and I poured me up a Hennessy and Coke, and I just started brainstorming. I said, man, you got all these people that support you and they want to be a part of, you know, something with Chef Benjamin, right? Dude, I kid y'all not, man. I looked at all them like DMs, comments, and everything, and I was like, man, I got to do something different too. So literally, that's when I just came up with it. I said, you know what? Let's bring a food truck out here to Dallas. Let's do it, right? Yeah. So literally, man, I started looking for food trucks, and dude, just that process alone took like 2.5 months just for me to find the right one. And it was so crazy. A lot of people don't even know this story right here. I kid y'all not. For the past like 3.5 months now, dude, when I brought my food trailer, believe it or not, right, it wasn't nothing but a straight empty black trailer. It wasn't no equipment in there, no flooring, dude, like nothing but like plywood and, whatever steel walls on the outside. Dude, for 3 months straight, I kid y'all not, y'all, I built that entire food truck out. Every single thing, bro. From the floors to the equipment to the roofing, the AC, the plumbing, every single thing on there.
Man.
Wow.
I did that night and day, bro. And matter of fact, like we just got done like 100%, like getting everything like fully done on the food truck.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that's kind of like my life inside that food truck at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
Nice
that
work.
was the route that I wanted to take though.
Yeah.
I was like, like I said, bro, I could have went out. I could have brought me a fully loaded food truck. That would have been great, right? But I was just like, man, for me to be, doing this or entrepreneurship for 5 years, people, been watching my growth and my journey. I was just like, man, I wanna put all the blood, sweat, and tears, man, into building this food truck. You know what I'm saying? To really replicate, do everything I've been through and sacrificed for the past 5 years. And now in about 15 days,
Yeah.
y'all gonna see it.
Yeah. For sure. What's been the hardest lesson between like going from just cooking to running your own brand?
Man, honestly, man, just not having that guaranteed paycheck.
Yeah.
Not having that guaranteed paycheck, man, for working in the
Restaurants, man, because I keep it real with everybody about entrepreneurship, man. I'm sure y'all interview like a lot of entrepreneurs, and they tell everybody the same thing. As long as you work hard and man, you stay dedicated, it's gonna work out. Okay, that's a complete lie. Okay, let me tell y'all the real. Okay, I tell, especially like up and coming entrepreneurs, dude, it's gonna be times where y'all are gonna have them $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 days or 5-10 grand weeks or whatever, right? The next week you can make nothing. And I tell like a lot of entrepreneurs, man, whatever you do, don't ever get the big head doing this, right? And I think that's one thing that, they kind of understand when they kind of, get the chance to talk to me, one-on-one about like, culinary or, even just entrepreneurship. Dude, like, bro, like I've been doing this for 5 years of entrepreneurship, right? Dude, it's plenty of times where I could have got the big head. I could have doing gatekeeping with like a lot of entrepreneurs' secrets and stuff like that, right? Dude, I tell everybody, man, if it's something that I know that's going to help another entrepreneur out and help them grow and succeed, I'm going to tell them. I'm going to show them how to do it, right? But that just be the thing, man. Yeah, man, when you so used to working that 9 to 5, man, and every 2 weeks that paycheck come in, them benefits come in, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's guaranteed. Dude, entrepreneurship, all that's gone, man.
Yeah.
Holidays, you sacrifice them. Going out on weekends to party with people, you sacrifice it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, and I just talked about this on the podcast a couple days ago. A lot of people don't know that, man. Dude, I missed out on so much on my like teenage years and like early adult years because I was so dedicated, man, to working and building everything. So, at 33 now, man, I get to chill back for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, to switch gears, what's your favorite struggle meal?
Oh, man. You really want to know? Lunchables.
Okay. Hey, listen,
Like,
man.
What kind of Lunchables we talking? We doing the pepperoni pizza?
Man, now if I'm feeling luxury, man, and want to ball out, it's gonna be the pepperoni one, right?
Okay.
But man, if I know, I'd be like, man, I just need something quick, real quick, dude. Man, I'm going with the ham and the cheddar cheese one.
Okay.
Oh, that's one of my favorite. Now, besides that, the ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Can't miss with
Come
that.
on now,
Yeah.
man. You know how many different flavors you could choose from
Yeah.
that stuff, man? The beef, the chicken, the seafood. Come on, man. That's a whole meal right there.
And I'm sure you chef it up a little bit.
Oh,
too.
no, I do.
You
I
go
do.
crazy with it.
You know what was so crazy? I actually did this maybe like 2 weeks ago, right? Dude, I was like exhausted, tired. Like to the point where all I want to do was just go home and just like lay in the bed, right? That's how tired I was from like doing like, I think I maybe did like 2 or 3 events just that one day. Man, I went home and I said, you know what? I just want me a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But I had to be extra. I had to be extra. The chef in me just would not let me just go get the little sunbeam bread and the little peanut butter and jelly and just nah. Dude, I ended up making a deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Bro, that same night. I kid you not, man. I did that, man. I had got my my little Chinese cap thing, put the little powdered sugar in there, tapped it on top of it.
Man, greatest thing ever, man.
just extra.
Greatest
Man.
thing. Yeah, I was just extra with it.
I got a couple of food debates that I want to ask you. You know, so with grits, are we sweet or savory? That's a hot topic.
Oh man, you know, being from the South, right? You know, people always say you got to put sugar in grits. I ain't never did that in 33 years.
For real.
I put salt,
Yeah.
and butter. Salt, butter, some black pepper.
Okay.
That's it. You want to get fancy with it? Get you some Old Bay seasoning. You want to elevate it just a little bit, right? But yeah, man, sugar don't go in grits, man. No.
You just piss like half of America off. The other half is cool, you know. They put salt, but
You want the real grits? Salt.
Okay.
No sugar.
Okay.
No
Hey,
sugar.
Chef Benjamin said it. You know.
Benjamin just said it for y'all.
All right, so with mac and cheese, we doing a roux or no?
You can do the roux.
Okay.
You can do the roux. But all right. And I'm just saying from my standpoint. I'm just saying, if you want it, you want that real creamy, nice texture on that mac and cheese, right? So what I do, I use heavy cream and I use maybe 4 or 5 different cheeses, right? So doing the roux, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Get the flour, do all that. That's great. That's old school. That just take too long. We in the modern times now. So literally, man, you get you some heavy cream, get all your cheeses, make you an actual cheese sauce, coat them noodles in it, put that cheese on top, throw it in that oven, let it cook. Boom. After that, you want that real nice, kind of orange looking crust on top of it. Man, put the oven on broil for about 3 minutes. Best mac and cheese you're gonna ever have.
Yeah. What about the egg? I see people putting the egg in their mac and cheese and stuff.
Oh man, they lost me at that.
Yeah.
They lost me at that, dude.
I've seen a couple recipes where they throw an egg in
Dude,
there.
I called some of my older aunties. And I was like, hey man, y'all ever put an egg in mac and cheese? They're like, fool, who doing that? I don't know, man. They doing it on TikTok.
Yeah.
No. Egg don't go in no mac and cheese, y'all. I'm sorry.
Listen, these are Chef Benjamin's rules.
Yeah, man. I got to give them the right stuff. Man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what else blow my mind. What they do now.
What's that?
This whole mustard and mayo is like a binder.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never seen that in no culinary school. I ain't never seen that in no restaurant. Nah.
Yeah.
So that's new to me.
I do see a lot of mustard as a bonder.
You know what? I was so curious one night. I kid you not. I actually ended up going to Tom Thumb one night. Dude, I bought me some catfish, and I brought my little beer batter, and I was like, man, you know what? Let me just try this mustard thing. Worst thing I ever did in my life.
Could you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes a little sour.
Yeah, man. So you know how mustard got that that strong kind of sour taste almost or whatever, right? Dude, I was like, man, my fish tastes like it's just old and ugh. I kid you not. I had to end up re-washing the fish again.
Wow.
Yeah. So no mustard as a
Nah,
binder.
no mustard as a binder.
You don't need a roux. Don't put no eggs in your mac and
All that,
cheese.
man. You don't need all that.
And put salt and pepper in your grits.
You know what's so crazy? I think the other thing that really blew my mind, I started seeing some people use yogurt as a binder.
I seen that too.
And somebody else did sour cream.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, at this point, y'all might as well have a whole cabinet of Pepto-Bismol. Cause you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
So what you need as a binder? What would you use as a binder?
Man, what I use as a binder at this point, man, I'm so big on the whole egg wash technique.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You gotta remember, that's an egg, man. It's gonna stick, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you want to fry something or, whatever kind of crusting you trying to do on whatever dish, man, just make you an egg wash.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
But they take it too far now.
Yeah.
Sour cream, yogurt, mustard, nah. At this point, they might well just start using ketchup as a binder.
Yeah. I'm sure you be scrolling through Instagram, TikTok,
Oh,
and see
no,
all these cooking videos and be
come on,
that's not how
man.
you're supposed to do it.
No.
Well, speaking of like Chef Benjamin's rules,
Yes, sir.
what's one ingredient you'll never run out in your kitchen? What's something you always got to have?
Man, something I always gotta have. Cajun spice.
Okay.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
to. Like I love like Cajun flair food. So like man, as long as I got me some Old Bay in the cabinet, hey, I'm good. Like I can use that for anything.
Yeah.
I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Definitely that
Sure.
Old Bay, man. Definitely some Old Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, I mean, we've had a lot of like artists sitting this year, you know.
Yep.
It's cool to have Chef Benjamin in here.
Different, man.
But it's also, you know, we got Lil Leggett in the building.
Oh man, he took it back.
So it's cool to have both, you know.
He took it back.
It's dope to have both, man, you know.
Yeah, man.
Not only
Made
is
my
Chef,
night right there.
Oh, he took
Lil
it
Leggett
back.
in the building,
He
man.
took it. Oh man, that's the younger days.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my god.
Yeah, man.
We do our research out here, man.
We do a little research, man.
Y'all did the real deal.
Do you feel like? I mean, it seems like you've always been a creative, like your whole life, you know. You know. Do you feel like that's translated somehow into your cooking, man?
Man, you know what? I tell everybody, man. I grew up during the technology era, right?
Yeah.
So the freaking MySpace days. This the early days of Facebook. This is like early YouTube and stuff, right? So man, I'm so glad y'all brought this one up tonight. Oh my god, I kid y'all not, I have not been asked anything about this like Lil Leggett thing in years, right?
Yeah.
So man, you know, where I'm from in Montgomery, right, man, small town, right, dude. Everybody, you know, wants to grow up to be the next big rapper, right? Especially like during my era, you know what I'm saying, dude. We thought that was like our way out, you know what I'm saying, like to be a rapper or whatever.
So you know, crabs in a barrel. You know, we all trying to figure out how to make it up out of there, right? Yeah. So, dude, I thought that being a rapper was gonna be my calling. Like a lot of people don't know. This is going viral. A lot of people don't know that, dude. I used to really think I was gonna be like the next like big like teenage rapper or whatever. Oh man, that shit got shut down so quick, bro. Like, but it's so crazy, right? And man, just kind of like tapping in like the recent times. It'd be so crazy, right? Dude, I could be around like a group of like teenage kids now, or you know, just like even like you know younger adults, you know, trying to figure out life, right? And I tell them all the time, I say one thing I want y'all to understand is this: everybody ain't gonna make it to the NFL, everybody ain't going to the NBA, everybody ain't gonna be the next big rapper. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them this is one thing I love about culinary, right? I tell them all the time. I say, if you guys learn the art of culinary, you'll still be in them same rooms with them people.
Yeah.
Because I'm living proof of it.
Right.
'Cause like I said, obviously, Lil Leggett wasn't one of the number one streaming artists from Montgomery, right?
Yeah.
But he turned into Chef Benjamin. Now he cooking for the big time streaming artist rappers. That's how crazy that stuff is. But dang, man, y'all did y'all research, boy.
I give y'all a salute on that one right there, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's major.
Do you still write a little bit? Do you hear a beat and be like, man, let me freestyle?
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Sometimes, and like I do it in my spare time, like when I be by myself, right? Man, I'll be at home, man. I had me a nice little drink, and man, I can find like just like I ain't got no hair, but you know, you get the analogy. I get to let my hair down or whatever.
Dude, I go back there in my office room. Man, I go on YouTube and like just listen to like some fire beats for a minute. I be back there like I still be spinning sometimes, man. I spit like a quick 10 little bar burst or whatever. Yeah. But man, dude, dang, that's crazy, man. Y'all have made my night. Y'all made my night on that one, bro.
So like, what type of music are you listening to while you cooking, man?
Man, I'm still a big hip hop and rap fan, man. Like I gotta hear my rap music, I gotta hear my hip hop, but it depends, man. Like man, if I'm cooking for like a nice, you know what I'm saying, young lady or whatever, I'm gonna play some R&B music. You know, I gotta set the vibe or whatever, right? But believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this one either. Dude, I am a huge fan of country music.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. And like I like them more like kind of like old school, like kind of like country songs in a way. So like what's that dude? Chris Stapleton. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh yeah.
I love to hear stuff like that. Man, what's the other guy? He did a song with Moneybagg Yo, Whiskey.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen. Man, I like stuff like that. Matter of fact, I take it back further than that. Tim McGraw.
Okay.
Yeah.
I be real diverse, man. Like a lot of people don't know
for
that.
sure.
A lot of people don't know that. But you know, my main genre, man. I love hip hop music though.
Yeah.
And thanks to Jay Humble, I've actually become a fan of Afrobeat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me get that one on camera real quick.
Shout out
Thanks to Jay Humble, Chef Benjamin likes Afrobeat. Jay Humble's new EP coming soon.
Okay.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Shout out Jay Humble, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
All right, man. So when people hear the name Chef Benjamin in a few years, what do you want them to think of?
I just want to thank, man, Chef Bender. He did the impossible. He bet it on himself, and man, he literally took an idea, man, and hopefully in the next 5 years, I get to say, man, he turned into a multi-million-dollar business, $1 million brand.
For sure. Yeah.
That's the goal at the end of the day, man.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. But you know, I think that's we've been able to achieve the impossible this far.
Yeah.
I don't see why it can't happen.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
So if you could talk to young Chef Benjamin,
Oh man.
working at McDonald's, making the McDoubles, man, what would you tell him?
Whatever you do, do not lose the passion for culinary.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going and stop rapping.
Yeah.
Stop rapping.
Stop rapping and being a knucklehead. Yeah. Stop following everybody else. Like make your own lane, man. That'd be my number one advice to 16-year-old Chef Benjamin.
Yeah.
There you go. So when the food truck is open and running,
Yeah.
what is success going to look like for you?
Whoo, man. Selling out every single time. Selling out every single time, man. Like, man, as soon as we pull up, see that line, hey, y'all, that's it. We done.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be a big thing with the food truck. But I think that's like another thing. You know, I actually talk it over with my team a lot of times. You know, people always ask me like, you know, what's kind of like one of the ultimate goals, even with the food truck.
Right.
So man, I'm actually planning on being the first food truck owner operator to actually franchise their own food trucks
Okay.
because it don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your chain restaurants or whatever. You got your franchise restaurants. There's no such thing as a franchise food truck.
Yeah.
It don't exist.
That's
But,
a real good idea.
Plan on being the first.
Yeah. Untapped market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
So aside from the food truck, man, what else you got going?
Man, besides from the food truck, oh my goodness, man, I got private dinners every single weekend. Man, doing everybody's podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, on top of that, man, let's see, the food truck, of course. Oh, man, of course, TV. You know, so, man, like a lot of like the news and like a lot of like, my shows coming up, with Amazon Prime. Man, I'm actually planning on going back to Food Network, man. I actually want to do another season of The Chop with them, so I think that's going to be amazing.
Okay.
Man, in 2026, man, that's when it's really about to elevate to the next level. Yeah. Man, we actually in production of doing the Chef Benjamin reality TV show.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
And, I think after that, I don't know, man. I gotta send Hennessy a nice DM because all these Hennessy and honey wings and all this Hennessy we've been consuming. I think it's time Hennessy get a Chef Benjamin collaboration.
Yeah.
So hopefully we make that happen in 2026.
Definitely need a partnership. Yeah.
I gotta get that with Hennessy.
Yeah.
well, yeah, man. Well, before we get out of here, where can the people find you at?
Man, absolutely, man. Instagram at Official Chef Benjamin, TikTok at Official Chef Benjamin. You go to my website, chefbenjaminexperience.com. If you can't remember that, man, you can ask ChatGPT, which I just found out I'm on that too, which is crazy. I didn't know that. Oh, man. Of course, you can go on Google, man. Just type in Chef Benjamin. It's going to pull up.
Yeah.
So, man, we everywhere right now.
And one more time, man. Something about the food truck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So October 25th, man, Dallas, Texas, man, 2443 Walnut Hill Lane.
You guys, we got the number one epic over-the-top food truck grand opening, man, that the great state of Texas is going to ever see. We super excited, man, and I just can't wait for everybody to come out, enjoy some good food, enjoy some good vibes, man. Make sure you get a picture with me, a video. Hey, man, Chef Benjamin Mobile Experience, October 25th. It's going down.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, man, sitting down with us. We had a great time.
Appreciate y'all tonight, man. I see y'all in about 2 more weeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
for sure,
Yes, sir,
for
for
sure.
sure.
We in
Ready.
there. We in there.
Yeah,
Ready.
absolutely.
I got y'all Hennessy and honey wing. What y'all like, all flats?
Man, I don't care.
I bet. I
Be
got
honest.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
ain't
matter.
Yeah, I got
Just
y'all
gotta try
covered.
them.
I got y'all covered like a blanket.
There you go. Appreciate y'all. But until next time, guys, we out. Peace.
Peace.